Hi Facebook friends. I have a problem and I need your help. These are all dental hygiene related magazines, and I've been so busy for the past 2 years that I've browsed through them very quickly, but I haven't really read them in their entirety to get all of the meat out of them. So my project over the next few weeks will be to hold myself accountable to go ahead and read through these thoroughly, and I thought to motivate me, I would share some little nuggets of information with you from each of these magazines. So tonight, and this is going to be in a completely random way, you know, I've got quite a mixed bag of people that are following this page, which is awesome. But I'm going to talk mostly to the consumers out there, you know, about things that are going to make it helpful for them to keep their mouths really healthy, because that's my goal. Join me, and I'm going to go through this, the first magazine. Actually, this is going to be more recent, and then we'll go backwards. This one's from January, so this is brand new. Many of you don't like to floss, and I've always been a fan of the Waterpik. But back in the day, in case you haven't looked at these recently, you'll remember back in the day, there was a countertop version that you would put your liquid in, and then it was effective. And especially if you had braces and spaces and, you know, places where food got trapped, these things are fantastic. Now, some of you try to replace your flossing with these products, which I don't recommend entirely, but you have to look at yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself if you're going to use string floss or interdental brushes and things like that. And if you don't, I think Waterpik is a fantastic way to get closer to getting in between all those little nooks and crannies. And the Waterpiks have really come a long way. And these cordless Waterpiks now, it's got a reservoir right in the base and the handle. It's all in one, so you can put salt water, you can put Listerine, you can put regular water right in the handle. They're waterproof. You can use these in the shower, and you know, they've got a good warranty on them. They have travel bags, quite a different few settings, and I think these are just fantastic, especially if you've got implants and bridges and gaps and, you know, places where food gets trapped. It's going to disrupt a biofilm like you wouldn't believe. They're very powerful, but they're also very gentle on your gums. So I definitely, and I'm a gadget person, I'll admit it, I think that Waterpiks are fantastic. I don't promote that you replace your flossing entirely with a Waterpik, but you would be amazed, even when you floss your teeth, how much stuff still comes out when you've got a nice high-powered Waterpik. So that's the first little nugget out of that magazine. Also, if you do like string floss and you feel like you've really got a handle on how to use it, but you need a daily reminder and you like gadgets, introduce you to the Floss Time. So it's pretty cool. It says Floss Time helps you floss like a boss. And basically, it's the only automated floss dispenser. It's a little round piece about yay big, and it's got the spool of floss right in it. I'll show you the picture right here. See how happy she is? So basically, this sticks to your mirror, and I like the fact that if you put something at eye level, instead of hidden away down in a drawer, it's gonna remind you, hey, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I need to floss my teeth before I go to bed, or at least once a day. Usually at bedtime is when I floss my teeth, honestly. I floss in the shower, but I think it makes sense to get your mouth completely healthy before you go to bed, before all those bacteria have a chance to congregate and give off toxins, and, you know, so bedtime flossing makes sense to me. Anyway, back to the gadget. When you push on this automated floss dispenser, it actually puts out the proper amount of floss, and they also have kids versions that have cute little animal covers. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on one of these because I do want to try it. And so what you do is, this is a subscription. You get a starter kit that has the device, and then after that, you're gonna get the floss sent right to your house. So you can have those refills sent every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. So it's totally customizable, and you can edit that as needed. And for more information, you go to flosstime.com. Awesome, awesome product, a very cool gadget. And then the third thing, actually, I've got 4 things. Inner dental cleaning. You know, when your hygienist says, have you been flossing your teeth lately? We kind of all lump any kind of cleaning in between your teeth into that flossing category. But don't say no, you haven't been flossing if you use floss picks, floss sticks, floss holders, you know, all these little gadgets that get in between your teeth, that counts. And so all across the board, I like any of these little guys that you put in your purse or in your wallet. You can floss in your car, you can floss in the shower. It makes it easy if you've got food traps. You can take these little devices with you. Gum is a major brand name for these little picks. And there's also, if you go to the Inner Dental Brush Buying Club, look that up because they have all kinds of little inner dental cleaners. That's all they do. And if you find the size that you like that fits the spaces that you have in your mouth, you can also get those on a subscription. And that's the wave of the future. It's here now, actually, is these e-commerce businesses where you don't have to go to a store and find these things. You can go right online and purchase them. Okay, so last but not least, I get annoyed, I'll be honest, but people generally are more concerned with how their teeth look rather than how healthy they are. So on a fairly routine basis, I could tell someone they have bleeding gums, they have disease, they have infection, they have broken teeth, whatever the case may be. And that, for some people, is not a priority. They're more concerned with having bright white teeth. I do not promote you whitening your teeth if you have cavities, broken teeth, bleeding gums. That's not what you need to deal with first. But everyone is still concerned. I can tell someone that we've got a treatment plan for them to rid their mouth of disease and put them in a more stable place so that they can have fillings and crowns done. And they'll tell me that they don't have the cash to do that, but they will go straight up to the front desk and buy a $250 whitening kit. I don't condone that, but it happens. So we talk about whitening a lot, and there are a lot of different options for you. So if everything's healthy and you just want to make your teeth brighter and whiter and more dazzling, you have these options. In the office, you can get in-office whitening treatments done. And sometimes they use a light, sometimes they don't, but basically they isolate your gums or block out your gums, I should say, and they isolate your teeth only. And then while you're in the chair, they'll put a gel, a very high concentrated, it's a peroxide-based gel. They'll put it on your teeth and let it sit for usually 10 to 15 minute intervals, sometimes less, sometimes more. It just depends on the manufacturer. And they might go through 3 to 5 rounds of this. Dazzling results, absolutely night and day. You wouldn't believe it. And you know, you've got a professional doing it. The offset is that it can cost $250, $400, $500, just depends on your location and what kind of system they're using. So if you're not ready to commit to that and you want to have something that you can take home, there's a couple different options there. Custom made trays is what I've used in the past because I know I like to drink coffee and I wanted to have something that would be long lasting. And so what we did was we took an impression with alginate, which is a tray with this soft sticky stuff that sets up hard, and then off that you pour up a stone model. And then we make a little whitening tray that fits only over your teeth, like this. Now I haven't used these in a while because I've been testing out other products. But what you do is you put a peroxide gel in the tray and you wear it anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. Some of them are really strong and you only wear it for 20 minutes at a time. You know, like I said, just like other products, that's going to vary from one brand to the next and one system to the next and one solution to the next. But the cost could be $150, $350, just depends on, again, location, which practice you're at. if they're having a special. The thing that I like about these is that you have it done in your office. It only fits your teeth. So if you've got some teeth that are offset that you know, are going to be hard to get a strip to go around, or if you have teeth that are really stained in the inside of the tooth and you need a strong gel to penetrate the pores of your tooth and draw out, you know, it's an oxidation process, so it needs to draw out all the stained organic stuff that's in the pores of your teeth. This is a really, really nice way to go. Now, it's a lot more at first than an over-the-counter product, but I've had these trays for probably 8 years, and so as long as you treat the trays well, it's affordable. It's just a lot right up front. Now sorry about that, I got a phone call. So they also have some systems that are like a prefab tray that anybody can use, and you pop those in and wear them. Sometimes it has a light, sometimes it doesn't. They may be $50, $90, $100, but the nice thing about that is just about anybody can use it. And then last but not least, they have whitening strips. There are so many competitors on the market. A lot of you have heard of Crest white strips. They've got Colgate white strips. You know, they've got, you go on Amazon and you're gonna find a ton of them. The company that I am a brand ambassador for, you may have seen that I tried those white strips. I did the top and not the bottom, and you can tell a difference already. So if I did this consistently, these top teeth would turn out just dazzling. Actually, I'm gonna admit, I only went to 6 days because I got lazy. But these kits, they're only $14.99, and they're safe to use. You can do 2 weeks in a row, or you could do this once every 3 months for the 7-day kit. And at $14.99, the thing that I love about that and why I promote it is because not everybody can or wants to spend $30 on the whitening strips. Now, when you're using any of these products, keep in mind, if you've got a crown here and it's been matched up to your other teeth, that crown is not going to change shade. I don't care what a distributor says. I don't care what ads you are watching. A little bit of surface stain might come off of a crown, but no toothpaste, no whitening strips, no gel is going to change the shade of your crowns, of your veneers, of your fillings. Mark my words, take my advice. If you have something that's matched up to the rest of your teeth, if you whiten too much, and it's gonna look awful. You're gonna have to probably replace a crown or just go back and stain your teeth up again. So I wanna be very transparent about that. These white strips work really, really well if you stick with it, and they're very affordable. But just like with any product, you have to let someone at least give you advice about if it's going to work for you. The type of stain that you have, you know, your age comes into play, so it's really important to get some advice from a dental professional. And I want to open myself up to that. If any of you have questions, you can send me a picture of your teeth and I will let you know what I think from a neutral standpoint, because I'm, you know, whether you're my patient or you're not, I want to give you good information. So that's it. I'm happy. I've got one magazine checked off my list. Thank you for joining me with that. I hope there was at least 1 or 2 nuggets of information for you guys. If you thought it was helpful and you think it might be helpful to someone else, share the video for me. Bring people into this page that you think might need advice. Thank you for watching and commenting, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care, be well, and we'll see you soon.